Hello everyone, welcome to Science and Tech series with Dr. Ved Rana. Hope your preparation is on right track, and topic for today's discussion is from defense section. So we'll be decoding a missile which is making headlines and it has Indian angle, so you should integrate this theme in your class notes. Without wasting any time, let's just decode the defense theme Python 5. So first and foremost, if you have covered defense in class lectures, we know it's important to classify the missile either on basis of their range, what is the technology behind it, and how it is being classified. So first and foremost, the categorization of this missile is AAM. So you all know what AAM stands for. It stands for air-to-air missile. Whenever there is a combat in which two superior fighter jets are in fray, then you have to rely on air-to-air missile. The first A will stand for the side from where the missile is being launched. The next A is standing for another aircraft which is being shot down. So we know how superior air force can make or break, can prove decisive in a warfare. So this missile is going to be handy in air-to-air combat. So it's of tactical significance for any country which is acquiring such a missile in its arsenal. Coming to the development part, because there must be some organization behind this technology, or you could say the large scale production of it. So it is being developed by RADS, which stands for Rafale Aero Defense System. Now, as the name suggests, we know that we have a 4.5 generation fighter air jet with the similar name, Rafale. So make sure you don't get confused, because Rafale fighter jet is manufactured by Dassault Aviation, which happens to be a French company. Whereas the Rafale which we are talking now is an Israel-based company. So there is a possibility, if an examiner is setting a question, it might try to say that this missile Python has been developed by a French company. So make sure you don't get confused. It's an Israel missile, and this 5 stands for 5th generation. So it's one of the most advanced generation missile developed by Israel. Originally this series was developed as Shafrid, which in Hebrew means dome. But then over a period of time they gave it a more westernized name called Python, and it's the 5th in the series. So over a period of time, its precision and accuracy has improved, and most of it is already being used by almost 15 countries. So armed forces of 15 countries are relying on this technology to meet their air-to-air defense capabilities. So India is now one of those 15 countries. So make sure this is a key point here. Then the highlight, that why are we discussing this missile and what are the two features which make it different from the conventional air-to-air missile. If you could recall IGM-DP program, we had focused on the surface-to-air as well as surface-to-surface missiles. So air-to-air missiles are always in frame, because we never know when the time entails and the warfare could demand an air-to-air combat. So the highlight is BVR, Beyond Visual Range AAM. So it's a beyond visual range missile, and it is important to know that what beyond visual range missiles actually mean. So any missile which can travel more than 37 kilometers and hit the target with precision is classified as BVR. In our class lecture, we had highlighted how Astra is a beyond visual range air-to-air missile which has been integrated. So it falls under the same category. It can easily hit a target even more than 50 kilometers with precision, and that is going to be another strategic advantage for India. And it also has feature of LOL, which stands for, you could say, you could log on after the launch. So you could just launch this missile and it will hit the target with precision, and it is going to be once again of a useful advantage for others. Now, whenever such missiles are in use, even the speeds are mentioned in newspaper. So we all know the speeds are measured in terms of Mach, and the Mach of this missile is 4, which means that it can travel 4 times speed of sound to hit the target. If you could recall the BrahMos missile, which is a joint Indo-Russian project, it has a Mach of 2.5 to 2.8. So it can travel almost 4 times the speed of sound. If a missile travels below speed of sound, it is classified as subsonic. The moment it is traveling more than speed of sound, the Mach word comes into the fray. Up to 5, it is classified as supersonic, and once the threshold of more than 5 is crossed, it is classified hypersonic. Currently, the BrahMos 2 missile, which is being developed, is going to be a hypersonic missile which will make headlines in short duration. Now, coming to the most important part, because you see this is a foreign missile, you might be wondering why are we doing this missile in too much detail, because currently India's indigenous fighter aircraft, which is manufactured by HAL, the Tejas, which means Radiance, has successfully test fired and integrated this Python 5 missile in its arsenal. Earlier too, it has tested Derby missile, which happens to be a different category of missile by Israel only, and which is also hitting the target with precision. So currently, the Python is going to make it a more, you could say, upgraded version, and it is going to help our Indian Air Forces. So Tejas is now more lethal than ever before with integration of Python 5 missile. So this is what we had to cover in Python 5 series. Make sure you also revise your entire classification of missile theme. What are the air-to-air missiles like the Astra one? What is the other category of missiles like from air to ground, or you could say surface to surface or air to air? And make sure the entire defense chapter is also given a thorough revision in what all projects that India and Israel collaborated, because there is a Barak 8 missile as well, which was asked in BCS examination, which happens to be a surface to air missile having a range of 80 kilometers. And we know that as per SIPRI report, the top 3 players from which India is importing, Israel is one of them. Because at first we have Russia, at second we have France, and the third Israel. So this is once again the strategic significance is the growing close cooperation between India and defense. And recent SIPRI report has also highlighted that India currently is the third biggest spender in defense. So clearly India is focusing on defense and upgrading to match the eventual capabilities. At the same time, it's also a matter of concern that we still have to depend for the high-tech and state-of-art technologies on foreign countries. So hopefully in coming years we will see the trend that India also improves its export ranking, because currently we are the 24th largest exporter, and in terms of import we happen to be the second largest importer in the world, just behind Saudi Arabia, importing almost 9% of the total global imports. So clearly there is need for self-sufficiency in this sector, which can be asked in main thing what are the bottlenecks and why the defense indigenization has not taken place despite the willful spending, or you could say the needs, the strategic requirements. So I hope you got a fair idea of what this Python 5 is and what exactly the current affairs are going on in defense theme. We'll be back soon with another current affair lecture. In case you have any specific query related to this missile, you can ask them. I will try to answer. And keep following this current affairs series in the lockdown, because currently we are operating, Chandigarh Civil Service team is also operating online to cater to your current affair prelims needs. So thank you very much.